What's up everybody, it's Karen, and today I'm going to do some SpongeBob, but first let me talk about who's challenging me and what they challenged me to do. I am collabing with Mimi S, who is a YouTuber here, an artist here on YouTube, and I challenged her to do the 10-minute challenge, and I really hope that you guys check out her channel. She does a lot of funny stuff, like in her commentary, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun to watch her channel, so I guess if you guys are interested, please go check her out. And I'm just gonna get right into what I was doing with my challenge, because it was quite the adventure. I was sitting there and thinking, what can I use these colors for? And there's so much pink and blue and green and definitely yellow, and I thought, well, what better characters to do an illustration of than SpongeBob and Patrick under the sea. I love these characters so much, and I really had a lot of fun doing this illustration. Did I put a lot of time into this? No. My goal with this illustration was to sit down and unwind and just play. And so that's what I did. I just sat down and I tried to do real-time commentary for this. I even set up a face camera, but for some reason the audio was really botched. I don't know what went on. The face camera did not have audio at all, and then the top-down camera that I used to film my illustrations, half of the footage did not have audio, and I'm not sure what went on. I don't know if the audio was lost when I transferred the files to my computer, but something happened and that audio was lost, and I'm really disappointed because I had a lot of fun doing the real-time commentary for this because there were some challenges that I dealt with when using these markers. I had to really problem solve and figure out what colors were going to layer the right way, and I found myself laughing at just all the mistakes that I was making, especially with the way that I could just really drew SpongeBob oddly. I don't know, I felt like I could have done a better job on SpongeBob, but I was just cracking up when I was doing the illustration, and I'm really disappointed that you guys don't get to experience that part of the process. I did actually learn something semi-useful with the illustration that I did here, and that is that highlighters work really well with the tip-to-tip method and also with layering to get a different color. They are a little bit better than Crayola markers at layering on top of each other, and I think that that's part of the nature of the highlighters, is that they're meant to draw over something. They're meant to go over book pages or like homework assignments, or you know, things that are in print. They're meant to draw over printed words. So naturally they are pretty good at layering on top of each other. Blending is another story. I found that the Sharpie brand markers, which are the fatter ones, they didn't blend as well as the Bic pens, which are the thinner highlighters. So I guess if you guys are interested in trying this out and want to know which ones work a little bit easier, I would definitely recommend that you try the Bic pens, but at the same time, having the bigger ones, the Sharpies, were really useful for large areas. Unfortunately, I found that the Sharpies dry out really quickly, and then you have to let them sit, and then they get wet again. And so when you see me color in the ocean later on, you'll notice that I have to put that big fat marker down. But I did really enjoy this. I feel like Patrick doesn't quite look right, and that's mainly because he's the wrong shade of pink. He's like a really bright berry pink in this illustration, when in reality he's almost like a salmon color. And so that's just the limitation of the color range that I had. I don't think that there are any highlighters out there that are kind of salmon colored, but if there are, let me know, because I would actually like to have one. I really like the color salmon, so, you know, it'd be kind of fun. I am actually, like, super proud of the pineapple, just because I really think that it's pretty close to the way it looks in the show. I don't think it's totally accurate. I didn't have any reference of it with me at the time when I was doing this illustration, but I think it's really cute. I don't know, I'd love to do a more serious SpongeBob illustration in the future, it's kind of hard to be serious when you're illustrating SpongeBob because he's SpongeBob and like you're just automatically in a goofy mood when you're thinking about him. I don't know, at least for me. So this illustration was not about taking it seriously, it was definitely about having fun. But in the future I'd like to maybe give a go at using my Copics or maybe even watercolors to do a SpongeBob illustration. It was a huge part of my life as a kid. I loved watching it. My sister and I spent a lot of time watching it together, and my dad liked it. He thought it was really funny. So we watched it a lot when we were kids, and I feel like my channel is seriously lacking in some SpongeBob art just because my channel is really based a lot on the shows and just types of things that I liked to draw when I was young, because that still resonates with me today. So I really hope you liked this illustration. It's pretty much done at this point, and I really did have a lot of fun doing this illustration. I hope that you can tell. I was really into just goofing around when I did this project. I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. Please go ahead and check out Mimi's channel as well if you are interested in seeing a 10-minute challenge, which is what I challenged her to do. And if you want to see more of my content, I do post stuff on my Instagram and Twitter, and a lot of that is artwork that I don't make videos of, so you are kind of missing out if you're not following those two platforms. And you kind of get updates for things like what's going on with my store, if I have an auction, things like that. So if you guys are interested, please go ahead and check me out on all my social medias. Thank you so much for subscribing and being a watcher, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video.